What's up, fish tank people? Dustin's Fish Tanks bringing it to you on a Sunday, baby. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. In today's video, we're gonna give you my top 5 things where you simply try too hard in your aquarium and screw it up. Trust me, this video is based on 100% facts of things that I have done where I thought I was doing my aquarium some good, but I was actually doing it more harm. We're gonna start first at the top. First things first, man. We're gonna talk about feeding, that's right.
I eat 3 meals a day. I think my fish need to eat 3 meals a day
too. Listen, I know they swim up to the top of the tank when you walk by and you wanna see them eat. Overfeeding your fish. Look, I like to feed my fish too, but you're adding too much nutrients into the tank. They're not gonna eat it all, and if they do eat it all, they're gonna poop like crazy. You're gonna get excess nutrients, you're gonna get ammonia, you might get algae, okay? Overfeeding your fish. Your fish, believe it or not, don't actually need to eat every day. And by the way, when you're feeding them big frozen stuff like bloodworms, brine shrimp, that sort of thing, it's even more like throwing a steak into your aquarium and expecting it to be balanced. Feed your fish lightly. My number 2, we're staying at the top here. Talking about lighting. Look, there's 24 hours a day. It doesn't mean it's half and half, half on, half off. It doesn't mean it's 12 hours of light a day and 12 hours of darkness. I've been 6 degrees from the equator in Peru. Even when it's almost the summer solstice, it's still not 100% 12 on or more because there's cloud cover and stuff like that. You don't need to run your lights 12 hours a day. I always recommend start at 6. Overrunning your lights will cause algae. Start at 6. If you don't get algae, slowly build it up. And by the way, your plants will slowly be growing along with that longer photo period. Start at 6, move on up from there as the plants grow. My number 3, and my top 5 things you do to your aquarium. You think you're doing it good, but you're not. Your boy Dusty was down in Boca Raton, Florida in 2006. Nobody home, just me and my python, baby, and I'm cleaning the heck out of my tank. And what do? I had the hang-on back filters in the back. I took every single one of the 6 pads out, rinsed them, cleaned them, scrubbed them, did like a 50% water change with dechlor. And what happened? Your boy Dusty killed his entire bacteria load that lived in my filters. I think I did too big of a water change. I know I used a lot of dechlor. I killed my bioload, folks. This can happen when you're over cleaning filters. By the way, your bioload dies if your tank is unplugged. If you get a power outage and your filter is off for more than like a half hour, you're probably gonna have dead bacteria load in there. So you're gonna wanna just dump and restart with that. Over cleaning your tanks, folks. You're doing more harm than good. Just a little bit of change, little bit of adjustments. I'm gonna stick with filtering here. I got another one for you. It's not over filtering, over cleaning your tank. I've heard it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in my life. People go out and drop over $100 on a reverse osmosis unit, RO unit, and they use RO water without remineralizing in your aquarium. Folks, my dude Brian killed a 125 with a bunch of amazing Anubias in it and melted it like crazy because he thought he was doing good by using that pure RO water with nothing in it. Folks, do not use RO water without remineralizing it in your aquarium. In fact, I'm gonna switch it to you like this. Use the opposite, okay? Use the little black waste tube stuff. That is the good stuff. Yes, it might have a little bit of chlorine in it, but all the other stuff that's in there is what your plants actually eat. Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, all that, magnesium, calcium, all that stuff is actually being removed in an RO unit and should be in your planted aquarium because that's what plants eat. It's the opposite. Speaking of opposites, check this out. And speaking of opposites, I just thought this was fun. Look at this photo of a tree. Plants breathe carbon dioxide and produce for us oxygen. And then look at this photo of lungs. Looks just like a tree, only it's in reverse. We breathe oxygen and we exhale carbon dioxide. How beautiful is Mother Nature with that right there? And you know, Dirty Dustin, Naughty Rotten Rama swearing in them videos like the late Marty Schottenheimer, former coach of the Browns. May you rest in peace, the man who brought us the dog pound and a number of AFC championship games. Love you, all my Browns people. It's like this. Talking about the substrate of your aquarium, it's real simple. You're trying to do more good, you think you're doing good. I got 2 examples of this. The first one is this. You got your aquarium, you got Eco Complete, and you got dirt. You're like, dude, I'm gonna use Eco Complete and dirt. I'm gonna kill it with my substrate. My substrate's gonna be the best. The problem is Eco Complete causes anaerobic conditions in your substrate. Ask me how I know this. The anaerobic conditions, no oxygen. You get a hydrogen sulfide or sulfate or whatever gas in there, kills all your plants. I've been there, I do it. You're trying too hard. Eco Complete will suffocate the substrate. The other thing is this. Let's say you're using plain gravel on top of your dirt cap substrate. You use 2 inches of dirt. Well, 2 inches of dirt is going to give you that same thing. You're going to get too much anaerobic conditions because you have too much of a dirt layer and not enough gas exchange, or you use sand on top. I got a number of videos on this topic. If you like what we're doing, subscribe. Everybody make it an awesome week and tank on.